Mr. Petrakis, Seachef is not well known in Greece. Could you be able to give us an outlook of your company?
Mr. Kandis, thank you very much for this question. It's true what you say. We're not so well known, even though Seachef was established back in 1994 by Schulte Group. And at that time we were the pioneer company globally, the first company to dedicate in a professional manner housekeeping and catering services for the maritime world. However, at that time a decision was taken that this company would be solely and exclusively service the vessels that either be owned or managed by the Schulte Group. And this went through from 1994 until end 2016. So during this period, the company of Seachef was a bit introvert, and that's why the people never knew about this company very openly. At the same time, the competition was working the global market, and that's why they were more known. However, at the end of that year, a question came up. Why on earth all this expertise and know-how that we have developed this product through 1994 and it was tested successfully into our vessels, very successfully, why we don't go out in the market and offer these services to vessels of other clients? And this is what happened. So it was a milestone moment, and from 2017 the company suddenly becomes extrovert and as an autonomous entity is out in the global market to offer its services to other ship owners and ship managers. And we offer a range of services, principally catering management and housekeeping management, but also supply chain management, including procurement services, but also crewing and training hospitality professionals, and we're doing also auditing and consulting services. However, all this period, since our foundation back in 1994 until now, we have, since you asked, three major objectives that we always try to follow. And one is that we want to secure that we maintain a high level of safety and quality standards on board. Second, to increase the well-being of the seafarers on board. And at the end, having the first two accomplished, to be able to improve the performance and the operational efficiency of our clients.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that one of your main objectives is to improve the performance and efficiency of your client. Could you describe how Seachef manages to achieve these objectives?
Okay, good question. Actually, Mr. Kandis, I would say that the whole secret here is on the three objectives themselves. Because for us, these are the three pillars of how we work. And one pillar is supporting the other. So the first pillar is to secure the high level of safety and quality standards. Seachef, being part of Bernhard Schulte Shipmanagement and being an autonomous entity, has a strong focus on long-term cooperations, customer relationships, based on transparency and based on high levels of safety and quality standards. Seachef alone is an ISO 9001 and 2015 certified entity and follows a strict compliance with its quality management system, which is audited on a yearly basis by external auditors. So we are very, very focused on this. At the same time, we fulfill and we comply fully with all the regulations of FDA, of HASP, and also MLC 2006 standards. However, we at Seachef, we thought that this was not enough. So we developed our food safety management system, which allows us and adds additional points of control on our daily tasks in order to make sure that we fully compliant with all the standards of MLC 2016 and even more. And it's not by luck that in the last few years we have nil detentions of complaints. This is because of the extra additional work. So, now to answer your question, having created this safety and quality environment, this gives us the base to work on the improvement of the well-being of the seafarers on board. And we focus on two areas, which is the second pillar. So the area is of the food, obviously, because this is a major enjoyment for our seafarers, as we know, and the environment on which they enjoy their free time, galley, cabins. So what we do is we offer highly nutritional and palatable diet meals and menus to our multinational staff on board on a very hygienic, ridiculously clean, as we say, and hospital environment on where they can enjoy this food. And this together as a combination increases the satisfaction of the seafarer, increases the motivation of the seafarer. And at the end, this increased motivation goes to the performance. And now we go to the third pillar, because the increased motivation gives increased performance, and at the end, increase the operational excellence of our clients. And this is how it's linked all together. It's not also by luck to say that the last 10 years, just to give you a proof of that, from 2012 until 2021, in our annual customer satisfaction survey, the seafarers have scored for Seachef in our questionnaires 93.2% of satisfaction rate. This says alone how the seafarers feel about the service we give. However, this is one part of the Seachef system, as we call it, who has to do with the crew, the most important. At the same time, Seachef, through streamlined workflows, through transparent accounting, through the use of an ERP software system which is specially designed for merchant vessels, we manage to reduce significantly the paperwork and administration workload for the senior officers. We managed to effectively control the victualling budget without cash to master, and in this way we improve the efficiency, and at the end this system allows to get the most of the vessel's funds. And in this way, to conclude, Seachef manages to create a win-win situation for the crew and for the owner by doing what? By simplifying how the food is purchased, how the food is handled at the end, and how the food is consumed on board on a hygienic environment.
Very interesting. Now, more specifically, what services does Seachef provide, and to whom are they addressed?
I will start from the last part of your question. We have mainly two, or if you like, three target audiences. The primary target for us are the seafarers. These are the ones we want to satisfy. These are the people for whom we want to develop our products further. Because these are the people who will make our name or who will destroy our name. These are the end client for us. And so this is the prime target audience. At the same time, of course, we do not forget the sea managers or the owners, because these are the people who are paying the bills. So this combination makes the target groups for us. I'm not talking about commercial now targets, I'm talking about the generic audiences. Now, in terms of the services, I mentioned briefly before, but we have a core product which is the catering management. Actually, it started as catering services, now is evolved as a catering management product. That we have the capacity to offer these highly nutritional and palatable meals to more than 40 nationalities and more than 400 vessels right now in our portfolio. So we have experience and expertise to do that, and through our teams on shore and teams on board as well, because we have a pool of people of more than 1,200 people who are trained by us in our training centers to be chief cooks or second cooks, depending on their level. And these people are sent to the vessels. So when we train the people, we almost say we guarantee the result, because they have been trained on the system of Seachef, they have been trained on the cooking, authentic recipes for the specific nationalities they will serve on board. So they are going prepared, and also they have been trained on all the administration part of the Seachef system, which is important in order to have the whole cycle from requisition to arrival of the food on board. Apart from that, we have the people on shore on a 24/7 basis who support the officers and the chief cook when needed, in order to make certain that the goods are in due time on the vessel. This is a major service which is combined with another product, which is the housekeeping product. For us, this is an area which is underrated. if I can say the word, in the shipping industry. For us, the role of messman or steward, as we call him, it's crucially important because food is important, most important for sure, but if you eat the food in a very, how can I say, a place that is not clean, a place that is not tidy, a place that is not giving you a good feel, the food is losing from its value. It's psychological. When you eat this highly prepared food in a clean, tidy, hygienic environment, hospital environment, the senses really elevate. So for us it's very important, this job, this role, and that's why we train and we select carefully and train carefully the messmen and or stewards in various duty roles, starting from cleaning cabins, cleaning a galley, laundry service, dishwashing, garbage management, for example, storage and receiving control and storage management. So these are very important, among other things, roles for a messman. And through our 63 point for a ridiculously clean vessel, as we say, we managed to create this environment. So housekeeping product for us is very important, and together with the catering management makes a real powerful combination. Of course, the third product is also a product that can combine, which is the supply chain management, including procurement services. Seachef has more than 400 approved registered suppliers globally, suppliers that we check and vet continuously year on year to make sure that their commitment on top quality products and top quality services remains. For us this is important because, as we say in our country, it's better to lose your eye than your name.
Yes.
So for us we have associated Seachef with the name of quality, so we cannot afford to lose that, and this is how we want to continue. So these people are very important. We have also the possibility through our volume of business to negotiate very special rates with them and get these top quality products at the best possible rates. And this is good because at the end it is on the benefit of our client. And also our onshore people, procurement people, they have the itinerary of the vessels, and we have dedicated people for each vessel. So they know, based on the itinerary, on which port is more economical to supply the vessel and find the best conditions in order to get the supplies on time in the right packaging and in order to satisfy the needs of the people. And the other four products are also very important: crewing and training. Crewing and training are the backbone of the Seachef system because everything starts from there. If you don't select correct persons, if you don't train correctly the persons, the people will go on board and will not provide the service that we want. So that's why it's important. We are involved highly in the selection and the evaluation of the candidates, and then we identify training gaps and we make a training plan for each person and we put them on training. So before they go on board, they are fully prepared to play their role. And then we don't forget them. This is another key point. For us, they are always on the training platform. So we keep continuing getting the feedback from the masters and from them to continue training them and improve them. And then at the last we have the consultancy and auditing services or products. Being a pioneer on hospitality service in the maritime world, as you can imagine, Mr. Kandros, we have a lot of vast knowledge and wealth of knowledge that we can share with the people who request it, of course. So this can be auditing for galley, everything regarding catering, housekeeping, and also suppliers. Could be for equipment, could be for menu planning, could be evaluation of the staff, could be anything related to these areas. At the same time, we can do consulting either on a project basis or an ongoing basis. Could be on a project basis for a new build, for the design of the galley, for example, or could be consultancy on menu planning or on how to maintain victualling budget or about garbage management. There are a lot of areas that we can give consultancy for.
Mr. Petrakis, in a few words, what makes Seachef unique?
Yes, Seachef, I would say, is unique because of the Seachef system. When I say this Seachef system, is the system right now that it's best combines so effectively globally right now. It's the system that combines more than any other so effectively the three pillars that I described to you. The secure of the high level of standards on safety and quality, they secure that the well-being of the seafarers will increase, and at the end they guarantee that the performance and the operational excellence of our clients will improve further. Mm-hmm. So this is the system that makes it best than any other system right now. Even though I don't undermine the other processes that the other companies have, but I have to say that this is our effectiveness. And Seachef is unique if you think that when Seachef is managing the catering service or the hospitality services on a vessel, the crew feels that they are in good hand, and the crew motivation rises, goes high, and this at the end leads the companies to operational excellence. Seachef is also unique because it makes the most of the vessel's funds. For what the owner invests, takes the most out of it. Because we manage to do that by significantly, managing effectively the supply chain, by significantly reducing the paperwork for the senior officers, by effectively increasing the well-being of the seafarers, by effectively managing the galley, because we don't do just service, we manage the galley, and eventually by successfully and effectively managing the victualling budget of the vessel. In one word, in one phrase, we have one-stop solution. This is the Seachef system, and it's a unique solution.